How's it going, YouTube? Welcome to the first episode of Dispelling the Myths of the Aim Train Community. Episode 1, I'm going to do something based on something known as social framing. It's basically how the outsider looks in to AIM community, the misnomers, misconceptions, and I guess just addressing those. Let's get into it. Alright, so I got a Reddit post here up on the screen. And if you are from outside the community, let me know, because I think there's a very high chance you agree with this perception of the AIM community, that to care so much about your performance of a game that you practice on a different game instead of just playing the game. Big myth here. Let me address it. So it is absolutely true. That's why most people will look into AIM trainers initially. That's what I did. But the reason I'd say almost everyone stays in like the community and plays a lot of AIM trainers isn't necessarily because of that. It would be very, very boring and very dull. I would have left a long time ago. The reason I'm still playing is because of pretty much the same reasons I play any other game. Is there's a proper ranking system, a competitive challenge, and it's super satisfying when you're able to achieve certain milestones, especially when you thought that you could never achieve them before. There's also a bunch of other benefits than traditional games. What I really love about AIM trainers in particular is that it's basically pure skill. It's very rare to like get a lucky round, or no one's carrying you, no one's hacking, there's no bloody 12-year-old trying to leave the game because he didn't get his character. Stuff like that is, and self-assuring that you know that you are improving is because of you, and there's no external factors who just like ruin your game, if that makes sense. I'd say like the closest thing that most people could associate with AIM trainers is the gym in general. There's actually a lot of crossover in that. Let's say that you started going to the gym because you wanted to get better at football. You want to put on some strength, you want to put some size, whatever. But then you went to the gym and you just enjoyed it way more than you did football. But from the outside, everyone still thinks that, oh man, he must really love football. He's putting so much time into the gym because of football. It's the same thing with these FPS AIM trainers, is that people will see you playing AIM trainers, think, oh, he must really want to rank up in Valorant or CSGO or whatever. That's why he's there. But you can understand the logic there. That makes sense, that because that's why initially you went there. But while you're staying, it's a different story, right? But the people from the outside can't see. The gym doesn't have that problem because it's such an old thing. Everyone knows what a gym is. People know that people love doing powerlifting, bodybuilding. There's lots of reasons to go to the gym other than for athletic performance. So the same thing of AIM training, but it's just not there yet. I'll also quickly add is that the satisfaction I've got from increasing skill and rank within an AIM trainer, because it's just me, it feels exactly like when you make progress in the gym. Like, say your bench press goes up 10 kilos, you're super proud of that, right? It's a very similar thing in AIM training. But the better thing about AIM training is that you can do it faster. So there's that kind of thrill to it, I guess. Whereas everyone knows you go to the gym and the progress is very slow. You can't work out more than a few times a week without you need to recover. Not the same with AIM trainers. So you get that buzz still, but you can do it a lot faster. It's pretty addicting. I've definitely heard in the past of like people saying, oh, but it looks so boring and basic. But there's also that competitive thing to it that I don't think that competition doesn't really have to be something super fancy and complicated. If you're out there walking around with one of your mates We'll call him Big Jono. And Big Jono comes up to you and says, "Oi, I reckon I could throw this rock way further than you." What happens? You're picking up that rock and you're chucking that rock. It's the most basic thing ever. But bloody Big Jono, he's called you out. It's just like, I'm calling everyone out who listens to this. You gotta click those big black balls with me, you know? If you don't like the black balls, you can click the white balls, the yellow balls, the brown balls. Gotta click those dots, you know? And yeah, of course, there's also the benefit of you actually do aim a lot better after practicing and playing these scenarios as well. So not only is it super fun and rewarding, there is the benefit when you do go and play with your friends, the typical games. You're way better than what you were. Yeah, there's something satisfying about not learning the meta, but you know, you just jump into a game and you start clicking heads a lot easier. It doesn't really matter. You don't care too much. I think one of the issues as well is the fact that it is called aim trainers. I think if it was like rebranded to something like raw aim, or you know how like CS and Val are called tactical FPS. I feel like this could be called raw FPS. It's just clicking. That's all it is aim. Raw aim FPS. It's got a better marketing brand to it than, you want to go play some aim trainers with me? You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to be that dude. Like, but raw FPS. I don't know. It's got something to it. In fact, I'm gonna change my YouTube little welcoming thing right now. I am now a raw dog FPS player. Yeah, I think that about sums it up. Everything that I think that's most of the stuff I wanted to say. Well, at least it gets the conversation going anyway. I might make like a response video to questions if this gets out and people have some questions about it. So yeah, if you see me in the game on the other team, and I tell you Aim Labs is free, it's not because I think you're bad. I just want someone to play with some balls. Some black balls, some white balls. I'm a bit lonely, you know. Need to come play with some balls with me. All right. I'll catch you guys later.